MLA ka Voice of the People Party na Nongkram constituency badobedai ru hagju por President Jong minin gesingi ka ar kundai trik benai nailar arjar saw Wanrah ya kamat dawa na geseng KSU Hapoh ying dorbar thaw ain ke jylla Meghalaya kamat ba ke MPSC bangitip kum ka Meghalaya Public Service Commission kalong ka ba kenram na kapor jugapor badru khamtam hakini kitiyo baladem banakaliang ka KSU kala persya jor ya kurkom thungkam thungjama po ke MPSC bad kurkom penpenai ke result da ka bam sngewthaw show.
Chairperson, I would like to thank the Honorable Speaker for allowing me to raise this issue under the call attention. And before I proceed with my submissions, Madam, I am surprised to see that a second call attention was mentioned here, which indicated my name, whereas I have not submitted two call attentions. In fact, I submitted a zero-hour notice to apprise before this August House regarding the very important issue on price rise. So, sir, I think I will not be able to accept this because I have not submitted two call attentions. So, may I request the Honorable Speaker, through you, Madam Chairperson, to please consider the zero-hour notice which I have submitted. Maybe it can be listed tomorrow because the issue which I raised is very important for the common man, and that is the price rise. So, and I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Nongjiri Presbyterian Secondary School, Ribohoi District, for winning the Sub-Junior Subaruto Cup. They have brought laurel not only to the school, however, to the state as well. I would also like to express my best wishes to all the players, and may they continue to shine in the years to come. May God bless them. Madam, we have seen recently in these days that the Meghalaya Public Service Commission has been in the news for all the wrong reasons. It was way back in 2015 or 16, if my memory proves me right, that I had raised this issue in this August House, where I had made suggestion before the government how to insulate the Meghalaya Public Service Commission from political interference and ensure fairness and transparency in the functioning of the MPSC. However, those suggestions were not taken seriously by the government, which is why we are now in a situation where people, especially job seekers, have completely lost the trust and confidence and the credibility of the MPSC. As it is, the MPSC is no longer an independent body. It is being controlled by political masters, and this has resulted in the total failure of the MPSC to render its mandated service to the people. Before I go on with my submission, I would also like to convey a very clear and loud message to all those who are insinuating us, the Voice of the People Party, that we are raising this issue of MPSC not to hoodwink or to mislead the job seekers, as being insinuated by few members of this August House, that the reason for the Voice of the People to have raised the issue of reservation policy, the review of reservation policy, is to mislead the youth. We are not indulging ourselves in that kind of politics where we will just mislead the people. So, Madam, I mean to say, I am greatly amused with some of the MLAs who are so obsessed with the Voice of the People Party, especially after the MP election. What I feel is that they must learn to accept defeat gracefully and respect the mandate of the people. Their continuous insinuating against us is amounting to undermining the wisdom of the people. For us, the election is over. The MP who won from our party is not only the MP of the Voice of the People Party. He is the MP representing the Shillong parliamentary constituency. And for us, we want to see that there should be a proper cooperation between the state government and the MPs representing the state, so that we can follow up many developmental schemes. After the election, we don't discuss electoral politics. So therefore, sir, this is a very loud and clear message to those who are insinuating repeatedly against the Voice of the People Party. Madam, we have been witnessing that the notifications issued by the MPSC from time to time were inconsistent. For example, on the 2nd August 2019, its notification says that the number of candidates to be called to appear for the main examination shall not be more than 10 times the number of vacancies declared. And for the personal interview, the notification states that the variation ratio shall be 1:10 to 1:2.5, depending on the number of posts advertised. Again, on the 11th February 2022, notification is the same formula. The same formula was applied, which is 1:10 for the main examination and 1:10 to 1:2.5 for personal interview. However, on the 18th July 2023, a notification was issued which says that the number of candidates to sit or appear for the main examination shall not be more than 15 times the number of vacancies advertised. And for personal interview, the notification says that the ratio shall be 1:1:5 of the declared posts. This action, sir, on the part of the MPSC does not inspire the confidence in its functioning among the people at large and the candidates appearing for various positions advertised by it. Sir, further, the action of the Commission to declare the MCS preliminary result twice, and that too after a gap of 7 months, further erodes the credibility of the MPSC. It also shows the unfairness on the part of the constitutional body to cater to the demand of a particular candidate to change the result, which is unprecedented. Sir, we understand that this is a very hot topic in these days, which is why most of the job seekers, they tend to leave the state, not having confidence on the conduct and functioning of the MPSC. So there are a few suggestions which I would like to reiterate. They are the suggestions which I've made in this August House. If we really want to make the Meghalaya Public Service Commission an independent body, insulated from political interference, we must put in place a system. I have few suggestions, as I've said, and I'm going to reiterate those same suggestions, sir, which I had made. And number one is the need for creation of confidential section in the MPSC to deal with confidential matters. For example, setting of question papers so that responsibility can be fixed in case of leakage of questions and other wrongdoings. Number two, the creation of moderation board to check and moderate question papers so that error, mistakes, and defects in the question papers can be detected. Three, sir, panel of question setters in different subjects, especially for class 1 posts, to ensure the prevent leakages. Number 4, marks for personal interview for posts with written examination should be around 12.5% of the total marks as provided in the Supreme Court decision and judgment. Number 5, sir, ratio for selection of candidates in the preliminary for the main examination should be 1:10. That is 10 candidates for one post. And number 6, ratio for the personal interview should be 1:2. That is 2 candidates for one post. Number 7, ratio for interview in post that does not require written examination can be determined by the commission. Sir, I am also sure that the Chief Minister and all of us who are here must have received a petition submitted by the KSU Students' Union, who have recently spearheaded the movement, the agitation against the functioning of the MPSC. So I feel, sir, that mentioned around 20 points. So I would like to urge upon the government to seriously look into those 20 points and consider them for the complete revamp of the MPSC. So with these few words, sir, I resume my seat.